A few videos ago, I did a scene. Blah blah blah. Boom. A few videos ago. Okay, now boom. A few videos ago. Welcome back. It's surreal. So a few videos ago, I shot a scene at this studio showing you guys my YouTube setup. Just how I set up my YouTube. I would have pretty much before and after setup time. And a few people kind of send me like a message and were just saying like, so, you know, we saw you using different cameras, switching cameras and angles and stuff like that. And they wanted to know what kind of cameras that I was using to record those videos. And that's what we're talking about today. What kind of camera I had in my hand when I did the handheld recording myself with a mic on it. The camera seemed heavy, verbatim. She said the camera seemed heavy, and I don't know how you was able to hold that camera the whole entire video. That's not entirely true. If you was here while I was recording, I had to stop a few times. Those are the cons of having the type of camera, or rather the type of Canon cameras that I have. And I have these Canon cameras for a reason. The reason being I do more video, and a lot of times I want to have a video that is stable. Having them lightweight cameras like the Canon the Canon R5, R6 sometimes does not necessarily work for me because they are so light. I do a lot of videos and sometimes I do not always have a stabilizer on me. Sometimes I just want to go run and gun situations where I just pick up the camera out of the bag in an event, or pick out a camera out of the bag and just want to record something without having to set up my Mosley Air, or set up my tripod, or set up my any kind of stabilizer. Heavier cameras come in handy because you will have less shake. Pretty much it's heavier, so it pushes you down. It's like the ergonomics just makes it right. It's heavy, so it pushes you down a little bit, so you are more balanced, so your video is less shaky. And that's one of the reasons why I stay around certain types of Canon cameras. But she was saying, like, you know, the camera's heavy, like you held it the whole time. But you gotta understand, when we shoot these videos, we do cut scenes. Like right now, and start again. We cut these scenes when we get tired. We cut these scenes when we get frustrated. We cut these scenes when we want to just feast the lips. We cut these scenes when we want to do anything. So the entire time doing that video, I did not hold the camera for 6 minutes or 5 minutes, however long that video was. I did not hold the camera that long because I could not do it. I think I did hold the camera for about 59 seconds to a minute each time, and I was tired. So I pretty much say, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this channel. Boom. Breathe. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. You know, today we're talking about studio setup. Boom. Breathe. That's gonna be the same for most of your cameras, even the light ones, because remember, you putting your stuff up, you have the mic set up, and sometimes you have other external connection that you have on the camera. So regardless of if your camera is not heavy, you will still feel the weight having to have all that stuff on it, unless you just have a regular lightweight camera with no mic and you just rolling. But I always gotta have a mic on me. So she wanna know the kind of cameras that I have, so we're gonna go straight to it. So shooting on me was my Canon 90D with my 24-70 f 2.8. Yes, was a 90D was a Canon EOS 90D, and my lens was 24-70 f 2.8. And the other camera that showed the other angle of the entire studio was my Canon 80D with my Sigma 18-35mm lens. That's one of my favorite lenses. I like the lens because of 3 reasons. I like the lens because of 1, the focal length is 18-35, so you can get pretty wide. You can be all up in there. You can be all up in the spaces. You can pretty much be in a room full of people and you're able to capture everybody without having to get out the room because the room is so small. And the second reason I like this lens, I just like the pictures and the videos that come out of that bad boy or bad girl. I just like the pictures and the video that come out of that lens. It is so crisp. It is so lovely. It's like it is so cinematic. It is cinematic video and cinematic pictures that come out of that lens, and I cannot get over it. The third reason I like the lens, which is also one of the reasons I don't like the lens, is too, the lens is heavy. That lens is heavy as crap. That's the heaviest lens I own. And that's the same reason I like it and the same reason I don't like it. And the reason I like it because it's heavy, because again, it goes back to the heavy stuff. The heavy camera, heavy lens, more stability. When you hold the heavy stuff, it pushes you down and you're balanced. You're not moving too much. Sometimes in my videos, people think I use stabilizers. Sometimes I don't use stabilizers. Sometimes I just take my heavy camera, my heavy lens. They go together. Now they're heavier. And now I'm recording and it's not shaky video because they both heavy. They just push me down. And sometimes, okay. We're going to get an example. One day I went to an event and I forgot to charge my stabilizer. The Mosley Air, I didn't charge it. And I didn't know that I didn't charge it until I tried to make it work. And that thing won't come on. Then I was like, you know what? God damn it, you didn't even charge this stuff. So what I did was, go ahead, swap it out. I brought the 18 to 35 Sigma and I brought my 90D. And I pretty much, those two cameras go together. The 80D and the 90D, they go well with the 18 to 35 millimeter Sigma. I put that Bible together and I was able to do the video with no problem. That thing was stable, almost like I had a stabilizer. It's just more work, but I got the job done. And those are the two cameras that I mainly use for my shoot. The 80D and the 90D. The difference between the Canon 90D and the Canon 80D is the 90D is the Canon's 80D bigger brother. It's pretty much, it came after the 80D. The 90D is relatively new. That camera is about 2 to 3 years old right now. Should be about 3 years old now. You know, they both have a lot of similarities. This is the difference. The difference between them is the 90D is 4K. It shoots in 4K, not cropped. I had a lot of high expectations for the Mark IV before I used it. I thought the 4K wouldn't be cropped. I don't know why I thought it had a flip screen, but it does not have a flip screen. I cannot do nothing without a flip screen. Like right now, I can see myself recording this video right now. I can see myself recording this video. I can't do nothing without no flip screen. Who has camera without a flip screen these days? It's 2022. So that's it. That's all we're talking about today. I just want to go and talk about the camera that I'll be using for that particular YouTube setup video. For those of you guys that want to know the cameras I use, I mainly use those cameras for most of my events. Birthday parties, music videos, weddings, YouTube videos, name it. Those are my two main cameras. Of course, I have my other cameras that I usually use, you know, and I have one more somewhere. But those, other than those are cameras that I use when I work with other photographers and I'm training. I get to share my other cameras with them, but mainly my main shoot are with these cameras. My 90D, because it shoots in 4K, not cropped, and I can go in and get some nice shots of certain details in 4K that I would like, and it comes out cinematic. And I also have my 80D that shoots in 1080 and it's also lovely, nice picture, nice color science, and it's just great. The 80D is really, the 80D is just one of the cameras that I looked and I just couldn't look away. And the 90D is the most underrated Canon camera to date. Go and ask the other YouTubers, they'll tell you. But anyways, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, click that button right there. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it poppin'. Okay? I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.